CGCP 2009. Now in this position, material is even, except that white has a pair of knights against black's pair of bishops. But immediately you might already notice that both knights can move to f7 with a royal fork on the king and queen, and even the bishop on e5. You may also have noticed the bishop on h5 guarding that f7 square. But since there are two knights, maybe white can win anyway. So for example, maybe knight on the h file to f7. So bishop captures this knight. Notice that if black plays king to c5 instead, well then after knight to e6 or even knight captures e4 check, king to c4, and the other knight captures on e5 with mate. So the capturing of this knight by the bishop is actually necessary. The other knight recaptures on f7, maintaining the fork. King to e6, moving away from the white queen. Knight captures queen, check. King to f6. And white will go on to win this game, but it will take some time. So even though you're in a winning position like this, you need to take a look at the position more carefully. Is there a better way, despite knowing clearly that you will likely win the game? What is the best move to play here? I'll show you. So you can see from the engine analysis that there's a mate in 4 and the alternative moves take a lot longer. The answer is completely ignoring the fork on f7 and playing knight to f5 check. You see, the king didn't have any escape squares except on c5. And if you notice something like that, there might be a way to take advantage of it. So black has to play king to c5. And now the other knight moves to e6 check, with a fork this time on the queen. A lot of players might just stop here. For example, after king to c4, they might say, okay, now it's time to capture this free queen. And as you can see from the analysis, mate will follow, but again, it takes longer than it needs to. You see, white doesn't have to capture the black queen. The next move is queen to a6 check. And now the king only has one square, which is to d5. And here, knight to e3 mates. So white is able to maneuver all of his pieces so precisely that the queen and two bishops are unable to do anything. Also notice how in this checkmate, there was no capture. Going back to the original position, do you think you would have seen the mate in 4? Probably most people would have missed it. I hope you enjoyed. Until the next one.